guys for your support. And this is Sergeant Adler, your now second assistant commander. Thank you, Boo.
Nice, congratulations. Big round of applause for Daniel Adler. Well deserved.
Congratulations,
Well
man.
deserved. So finally, guys, we have a full set of commanders, and FTO will probably work even better now, as it's working pretty consistently for now. And I love the FTO activity. I hope we will keep up. Let's not brag too much about us doing good and talk about what do you mean? What do you mean, Vix? And talk about some changes. So basically, the biggest thing that happened recently is the probationary system, which had the number of tasks you had to do as probationary instructor was deprecated. We are no longer using that. I hope all of you know it. Instead, let me just remind you how the probationary instructors are getting promoted. They are only getting promoted with the approval of FTO commandership. Before they get approved to be promoted to general instructor, they have to observe and learn. Same as the cadet would observe in the LSPD. Probationary instructor in the FTO, he knows nothing. When he joins, you never had any experience in the FTO, you need to learn. You're a cadet. You have to understand that it's actually pretty hard. Even though it's a game, it's pretty hard to keep track of everything. And what I did when I just became the probationary instructor, I have two monitors. I have this second monitor that I don't use. It's some fucking Samsung or whatever. I just opened the FTO handbook, FTO tracker. Sorry, not the FTO tracker. The training files, the FTO general chat, just everything that could help me to understand the logging better. For me, the logging was pretty hard. Conducting trainings was pretty easy because I could open the fucking FTO handbook and just keep looking at it and do the training. And then within time, I started understanding the protocol better. Now I don't require anything basically to do any trainings. I remember things by heart. And that's when you actually understand the FTO as a division. That's the position and the skill all of you will probably have to acquire within time. And that's the skills we actually require for you guys to get promoted to supervisory instructor. It's not necessary for supervisory instructor to know every training by heart, but it's really recommended because I mean, if you're a supervisory instructor and you're supervising trainings, of course you gotta know everything by heart. So yeah, before Vic says something, let me just finish what I started. The system was deprecated. We're not using that. How to get promoted as probationary now. We have full set of commanders. Once somebody joins as a probationary instructor, he will start observing trainings. He will start getting trained by supervisory instructors and the commanders. Even me, not even me as well as Daniel, as well as Rhett, we will and we were participating in personally training probationary instructors. I personally trained a lot of instructors into joining the FTO. I literally private called them in the fucking Discord and shared my screen to show them how to log training files. And it really helps because every useful FTO member is less tasks for everyone because each of us are a team, right? And if we get like +1 a good fucking instructor, then everybody has to do less trainings and it becomes easier. That's what we're aiming for. So to finish what I was talking about, the system, right? Whenever we as the FTO commandership feel like a probationary instructor is ready to get promoted to general instructor, we promote him. That's how it was before my commandership. That's how it was during the Vix's commandership, and that we're just jumping back to the same system for now. Maybe later on we'll find another system which is much more easy. Vix, you want to go ahead and throw in a few words?
Yeah, is that your final changes in FTO?
No, of course
Or
not.
do you want to
Of course
say?
not.
Okay, so I just have one suggestion. in regards to like the probation instructor thing, because I remember the one that you
Shit.
removed. I forgot his name. George McGriff, I think. He was a probation instructor for I believe a week, and he even asked me during like the live recruitments like how to open the FTO handbook. You know how we have like a cadet starter pack, you know, like a link with all the links needed for cadets to like get used to things.
Yeah.
I think my suggestion would be like creating a probationary instructor starter guide. Like for example, for the handbook, the password, how to log, and what can you log and what you can't. Of course, this is just a normal suggestion. And then the second thing, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna talk about it or not. I'm pretty sure you've seen the announcement by Ryan Bishop in regards to like form complaints and stuff like that. Honestly, form complaints, if it's coming from an FTO, I'm gonna be more strict than normal officers. If someone gets FC, they're gonna get suspended, and they will get retrained by FTO. But if you're an FTO member who's getting suspended, I'm probably gonna remove you from the division. So you need to, unless you're a probation instructor. So as a general instructor and above, you need to like be an ideal uh, officer for an example for other people. And we are being more strict with people with form complaints because we've realized all the form complaints threads are just LSPD, 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 and we need to change that. I get the excitement of like wanting wanteds, and like you need to just double check before doing any or creating any situation you're not sure of. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, good point. And just to add a few words, guys, we are a very important division. So, just try to minimize and cut all of the rule breaking. Don't, if you're attending a turf, don't try to prove anything to anyone. Don't lightfoot, don't GD, don't do this all random and shit stuff. Especially if you're rank 3 plus. For example, Daniel is not only a sergeant, he's not only the commandership, he's also a sergeant, which is also a big position. We can't see him fucking get FC'd. We can't see him get FC'd and cannot see him get admin jailed. We cannot. It's fine, like if something happens and I was present once. It's fine. It's totally fine. But just let's minimize the rule breaking. I don't want to see any rule breaking in the FTO. And one last big topic we're gonna cover before I give any one of y'all a chance to speak is the new system I recently implemented. It was approved by the ADM captain as well as some leadership. I informed leadership, I informed all of the TE commanders, even the former TE commander and leadership now, General Captain Alexis. So, and I already have new members in this sub division, which is called Part-Time FTO. We're bringing Part-Time FTO back, but it's gonna be different now. So, what's happening if you are, and what are the circumstances for you if you want to join the FTO commandership part-time? First, you have to be of course, a traffic enforcement officer. Why is Tanis here? Tanis is here, right? Because SWAT does not do part-time. No part-time in SWAT. Traffic enforcement allows part-time job, and we offer part-time job for traffic enforcement officers. That's one. The second, it's handpick only. There's no applications, nothing. For example, Thanos, Aiko, and Hugo DeMartin are the three guys who are working for FTO part-time. All of them are traffic enforcement officers, and all of them I handpicked myself. Handpicked doesn't just mean I said, hey bro, you want to join FTO's part-time? Yo, here's your roles. No. I did some role play, I talked to them, I know what the guy is, I know who he is, I know his position, I know is he okay or not. I know what he's capable of. And it's that's two. Then, what kind of trainings will be part-time able to perform? Only theory or ride-along, nothing else. You cannot do practical or OIE or interview or anything like, or assistant live recruitment as part-time FTO. You cannot do that. Only either theory or ride-along. Then, to make it much more, to make it even easier. Yeah, you cannot supervise, you cannot do shit. Yeah, then you are not officially a part, if you're a part-time FTO, you're not officially a part of the FTO division. Means you are not in the staff roster of the FTO. You are not getting salary, of course. I mean, you're not, the points, we don't count your points, of course. You don't log trainings, you don't do anything, it's just voluntary. But for salary, I'll consider this. I'll maybe make some salary for FTO part-times. I will work on the salary, guys. We'll get to it. But just to know, the part-time is not officially a part of the FTO. He stays traffic enforcement. So part-time is only for TE, only part-time, only theory and ride-along. No points, no staff roster. He gets the FTO roles though. He will get the FTO roles. So he will be given the FTO roles, and the perks that come with the FTO role, of course, is to drag people. This is necessary, unfortunately, for the training, so we have to give the FTO roles. And before, for example, the three people, Thanos, Aiko, and Hugo, before all three of them got the FTO role, I had a big roleplay IC talk, as well as OOC talk with my voice about not abusing the FTO role. So we shouldn't have any issues with that. Else, if I see anyone of the part-time abusing the FTO role, of course the FTO role will be immediately taken and he will be kicked from the part-time FTO. Probably blacklisted from the FTO as well. So they will not abuse it. And one more thing. Point number 4 or 5. They do not have to log anything. Part-time FTOs don't have to log trainings, but the only thing they have to do when they conduct trainings is to go to the FTO general chat, since they have the role in Discord, and drop a message. Drop a message in this format. Let me go ahead and type it out in the chat for you guys, all of you to see. So it's conducted Boomi Redux comments. Blah, 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 blah. You just go ahead to the FTO general chat and you say that you conducted this or this training, so either theory or ride along for this or this cadet, and you add comments. Comments are necessary. For example, if Thanos, as a part-time FTO, does a theory for, let's say, Daniel, he's a cadet, and then he doesn't do this is considered like kind of the logging. Whenever an FTO will see this message from a part-time FTO, he will log it himself because he has the comments. He will log it in the training file and he will log it in the education logs, and I will count his points, of course. The points could go to whatever, I don't care. We'll figure it out. If the part-time FTO forgets to add comments, for example, Thanos will simply say, I've just done theory for Daniel. Or I've just done fucking ride-along for Daniel. He doesn't specify, did he pass? Or did he fail? Or what mistakes has he done? That does not count. The ride-along does not count, of course. And another FTO will have to do it. So when I was designing this system, I was trying to make sure nobody will fuck up. Like the part-time FTOs, we will have this kind of subdivision in the FTO, which will give the ability to traffic enforcement members to help with the trainings while not feeling the frustration of logging things and knowing too much. And in fact, I also introduced this new kind of system. This is the last thing I'm going to cover, guys. I've kind of introduced this new system called the FTO Guideline, and you may have seen it in the FTO announcements. I have made like a short video with Sam Hennington about conducting the training, about the whole protocol of training. The part-time FTOs do not even have to go to the fucking FTO handbook. They just open the video, they go to FTO guideline theory training, they just check it out, 15 minutes of your time, and you're ready to do theory. We're gonna do the same for a ride along. I'm gonna post a video, or one of the commanders could make a little video. We can team up, make a little video, post it on YouTube, private link, post it on an announcement called the FTO guideline, pin it, In the FTO announcement, that's it. Whenever we get a new part-time FTO, we just explain to him, yo bro, you get the FTO role, don't abuse it. You can only do theory or a ride-along. Whenever you do theory or ride-along, go ahead and before that, watch the videos, of course. Very good, now you know how to do them. And whenever you do each training, just go ahead and drop one message to the fucking FTO general chat. That's all you have to do. And that's how we will both not make it frustrating for the part-time niggas, and also have a lot of help from the traffic enforcement division. Any questions on that? Any addition to the FTO meeting? Anything you guys want to add? Let me hear it.